Okay, if you have watched any of my home videos, you know this is Leo, my little Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. I had a request to show the armpit area and stuff like that, so I'm going to do that real quick, and I'll come back later and show you his full haircut. What you want to do is you want to use a short blade like a 15 or a 10. Those are going to be your safest blades to use. And then you're going to lift their leg up just like that. And you're going to take your clipper and you're going to pull it towards you. Just in the little armpit area, very gently. His ear's probably in the way. Very gently, just kind of a scooping motion. And then go back away from you once you can see the skin under there and see exactly what you got going on. Okay? I'll go ahead and turn them around and show you the other one so you can see for sure what I did. Again, taking the clipper, facing it towards yourself, scooping lightly, then coming back, going in the opposite direction. You can go back and forth if you need to, just gently, and then you have a nice clean little armpit. And as far as the sanitary area, you do that the same way. You just want to lift the leg and keep the tail out of the way. Take your clipper, just very lightly scoop that hair out, going towards you. You can go forward for the belly, and then you can even scoop down the other leg from this side. I still recommend that you turn them around and do the same thing on each side, scooping towards and then forward on the belly. Okay, and then I can't really do this with Leo, but normally for the actual genital area, you would lift them in the air and just kind of clip up. But for Leo, I'm just going to lift his leg and just gently fuzz over his little pee-pee area. That way he doesn't get urine. And then for the hiney, not much fun for anybody, but you just lift the tail, you take your clipper, and just very gently, you go around the little anus, and then down, and just clean that out. Okay, now, done his armpits, and his sanitary, and his hiney. Now I'm going to show you how to do the paw pads. You do the paw pads on just about any dog that has fur in there, just to keep them cleaned out, and that way when they come in, they don't have mud or poo or anything stuck on their feet, and they get better traction on hardwood floors. I know poor Leo struggles with that. So what you do on that is you use a 40 blade, or you can use your scissors if you want to. It doesn't get them quite as clean, so I like to use a 40 blade. But what you do is you flip them over, and you just clean out in between the pads, just gently. You can scoop in there real lightly. Some dogs don't care for that too much. Leo's a pretty easygoing guy. He doesn't really care what you're doing to him as long as you can stand up. You don't really scoop in between the toes, but you do clip that stuff out a little bit. Okay? Same thing on all 4 feet. On a Cavalier, you normally leave their feet fuzzy. If you don't want to, that's fine too, but if you are leaving them fuzzy, be careful not to get any of the outside edge of the hair. Just try to stick to the inside. If you want them left or kept short, then you would trim around the whole edge of the foot with scissors later. And you wouldn't have to be quite as careful not to get the outside hair. Okay. Same thing on all 4 feet. Isn't Leo such a good boy? He's such a good boy. Okay, there you go. That is basically a basic groom that you would do to just about any dog, maybe in between haircuts, or if you just want to leave them fuzzy and they just need to be cleaned up around the edges, that's a good way to do it. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you later with his full haircut.